Hello, everybody. I'm Omar, and it's been a long journey from your bachelor's to PhD. It's been a tough journey also for me. And where should I start from? Yeah, you can ask anything.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Hello, sir. I am an AMS student. I'm in my first sem. So, when should I give the GRE exam?
Okay. So GRE exam you can give anytime when you are comfortable with, because GRE validity is 5 years. Okay. So there is no need that you need to give only just like GATE exam just before the applying session. No, you can give anytime. Validity is 5 years when you're free, you're comfortable, because it still needs a little practice in English term, because in maths you're fine, you're good, but in English way you may be suffering because you have to learn a lot. So anytime,
And
but when you're comfortable.
also for the test of TOEFL or IELTS, those are how long will they be valid?
So what do you say? Like the test of IELTS and TOEFL. So how long you have to prepare? You said like this?
No, I mean how long that score will be valid and
Okay.
when can I give that?
So IELTS is 2 years. Okay. IELTS and TOEFL are interchangeable. Like either you give IELTS or TOEFL, but they are just 2 years. So that's a little like not a disadvantage for us, because it's 2 years after that again you have to give. But it's fine. Still 2 years. That's still I think.
Sir, this
Yeah. Should I tell you how I gave and all that stuff, so that you will have a little knowledge? So what happened that after studying for my bachelor's, I finished, I completed my graduation, and I came into my master's in NIT Warangal, and there I didn't give anything. Whatever you asked GRE, IELTS, TOEFL, no, because I was not into the mood of foreign PhD. That's true. But then honestly, when I saw NIT professors, my college NIT professors, and many other IIT professors, they are all either PhD abroad or postdoc abroad. That actually motivated me that there is a very high career possibility in terms of academia, or vice versa. Vice versa, afterwards I'll tell you. But in terms of academia in India, if you are abroad PhD, and that's true. I mean, the guy who did his PhD in IIT Madras is still going abroad. That's same insane. Like IIT Madras is among the top few colleges of the world, really. But still he's going abroad because still he wants to build up his profile. So that made me think that okay, now I should give. So when I gave my IELTS and TOEFL after I passed my master's graduation, sorry, my master's. So after I passed in IIT Warangal, I gave my IELTS. I had a little bit. Okay, so again, this is your way of tackling your problem. Like IELTS, TOEFL, and GRE is based on your English capacity. For example, if you think that you are moderate in English, you need a little bit more effort. So 2 months, 2 months for GRE. Okay. If you think you're a weak in English, and that's okay, because we are not born with English tongue. We can be weak in English. So you need a little bit more. So give 4 months like that. And in a 4 months, you can gain your English to the GRE level for competing with the good students. And then you can give. So after
Sir,
my
writing
yeah.
writing GRE and TOEFL is must to get PhD in abroad, or can we go with other ways, sir? Is there any other way?
There is a lot of another way. Yeah, there is like, for example, in Eastern Europe countries, for example, Hungary, Poland, Slovakia, and other also Germany, they want that a performer, or you can say a certificate signed by your college or master's college, because you are going for PhD. If you are going for only master's, then bachelor's college, that their education was in English and you are perfect in English. They want that written signature. But that's some of the institute, not all. So it's not like what you say that it's must and for all. No, not every institute, even in England, some institute have said that we exempt your IELTS, GRE. No, GRE is only for USA or some institute of Germany. But otherwise, IELTS and TOEFL, they say we exempt your IELTS or TOEFL, but you have to give a proof of your English certificate in 10th class. 10th class, you have to give your marks. Plus, in your college, you have to give a written statement from the college dean or principal, chairman, whatever, that he knows or she knows English. So yeah, there is exchange, but not, then again, it's like 60% they ask. Okay, if you say 60%, then they are good 60%. Good 60% means they are good institutes.
Sir, if you have recommendation from good faculty, then can we go, sir? Like without GRE, TOEFL, something like that?
You can, but then the guideline should say that we exempt from the recommendation. Okay, the guideline should say, some of the institutes say that must and mandatory. Then even if the principal chairman saying that or the dean is saying that, you cannot be spared. The guideline, because for example, this is my friend. She got a technology, and she did her master's from Nirma Institute, that's in Gujarat, and she said the same thing. She got from the, what do you say, HOD, HOD, a written application that she is perfect in English, and her her schooling was from CBSE. So CBSE also she got some good marks, and WUST, or you should say Poland, said fine. So that's the point. You can see the university, and you can type on the internet that which universities exempt IELTS oblique TOEFL for an exchange of this, what you say, certificates, recommendations. You can get it. Okay.
Sir, after your completion of masters, did you go to any company? Means, did you join any company, or you just applied for the foreign PhD, sir?
Actually, after my master's completion, I gave IELTS, and then I got the score in 15 to 20 days. And afterwards, I started applying in foreign education, foreign universities. It's not like IITs or NITs or any other Indian institute, because you don't fill a form. You have to first ask consent, permission from the respective teachers. Can you take me, please? And if he says that, fine, I have a seat, I have a vacancy, then only you start form filling. Otherwise, it's very tough that, okay, you still can fill form, but then you are just lost in the full needle in the haystack. So after my master's, I didn't go for any such what you say, internship companies, honestly. Although in my master's I got that internship, but not after my master's. But definitely you see, everything is profile building. So if you get an industry opportunity, then go for it, because the reason is foreign PhDs are mostly industry fed. Means like my PhD, which I am right now doing, is Rolls-Royce fed. Rolls-Royce is an industry. It's a company. So if you go, for example, there is one guy, and I know his name, Abhishek, and he was a GM, General Motors, what you say, after master's General Motor company employee, and he got a PhD in France. Why? Because now the PhD of France wanted that skills of GM employee. So that's a good thing. See, everything is profile building, and if you go into a technical company like any company, so you can maybe it's a big chance that you can get a funding.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir, for answering. Sir, one more question, sir. Sir, from where should we start preparing if we are interested in foreign PhD?
Okay, so this is like a marathon, and not like one day or 1 month. 1 month sprint is run. Just so what happens when you start, like when you enter your masters, and for everybody, even if you have if you have passed your master, that's okay. But when you enter your masters, so the day you enter your masters, you start find your favorite subjects, because not all subjects could be your favorite. So find your favorite subjects and go for it, because PhD means doctor of philosophy in a subject. So you're a doctor of that subject. So when you find the favorite subject, then you go for the second year, which you say a research year. So then you do a research in that favorite subject and try to publish a good conference, because I know it's 1 year, journal is very tough. But if you get a journal, then it's like a go opportunity for you. But fine, if you don't get a journal, then go for some good conferences in an IIT. IITs are always having a tough, good conferences. So go for that, and then try for convincing your professors professors and not lecturers, readers, because the recommendation letter of professor really has a weight, because a professor is also a good professor. Okay, so in that way, a publication plus a professor recommendation letter has a little bit more chance for you. But otherwise also, in addition, you can go for many workshops, you can go for that what you said internship in like some companies and so on, because everything builds on profile building is must. So once you enter your masters, not only become a book form that okay, I have to top the exam, because toppers, many toppers apply abroad, because not the you can say not the last person, or you can say the failures, or just say that oh, I have nothing in future, so let's apply abroad. There is not like that. All ambitious persons apply abroad, and they are mostly toppers, mostly. So just topping the exam and becoming a bookworm will not really help. Really, you have to show something extra in academia, and not like extra in sports or other curricular activities. No. Like you are a good orator, you're a good function organizer. This won't help here. You're going in academia. So either academia or you go for industrial. Like for example, I gave the guy's example who was in GM, General Motors. So he was that, he acquired that skill and he got a PhD. So either the way, this way you go.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Sir, I am a second year master's student. Actually, sir, I'm a little bit confused how to approach for abroad PhDs. I am actually not, my topic of research is also not confirmed yet. So, how do I proceed and approach for abroad PhD?
So you're in the second year, second semester.
Second,
Second year, right? Masters.
yes, sir.
Okay, nice. On your topic is not confirmed, right?
Yes, sir.
So no problem. See, nothing to be depressed of that, because I will tell you, foreign PhDs, and you can ask from anybody. Rare cases are there that when they complete their masters, immediate they get an offer. No, they don't ever immediate. Like there may be some like 1% or 2% guys who are really super smart and super talent. That's another thing. But after masters, they struggle. So what happened that when you are still not getting your what you say topic of research, try to get as soon as possible, because that's how you will pass your masters. You can't pass your masters even if you don't get a topic of your topic of your research. First, get it in a way that you convince yourself that finally I can publish a paper in that and I can really score good. Because second year, if you score good in your research exam, that is your dissertation, thesis, and master's thesis, that way you can actually convince, even if you don't have a publication, for worst case. So the guys will see the admission section or the admission team, foreign admission team, will see that at least he has gone a good score in your research dissertation. So first of all, try as soon as possible to get your research topic done. Then don't worry, just be focused on that. Okay, the second year is only for that. And in a meanwhile, you can give that English exams. But for me, I gave afterwards, because what I thought that if I devote my time on English exams this year, which is a very crucial year for a foreign PhD, I may be lagging, because the topic was tough. Plus, I had to produce publications. So I didn't give English exams in that year. I gave after my masters. I said, oh, I have full time. I gave that, and then so try to get your topic as soon as possible with your help of professors, or yourself also. You can search, right? And then after your masters, now you start thinking that what can extra be done. And trust me, if you get a publication of that topic, and when I say publication, I mean a good conference or a good journal. So trust me, your half job is done, because publication is a proof that you can do a research, and that's only convinces them. Because unlike IITs and NITs, foreign universities do not have test. Now, they do not have. So how they test you is on your profile. So if a journal is there in your profile bag, just one, or a very good conference, A-level conference, definitely you are done. Even if you say that, am I late? You are not late. So try to focus on from your second year onwards.
Thank you, sir. Sir, one more question. Sir, the grant, the scholarship given by university, will it be sufficient as a student for independence, or will I have to add more from my pocket?
So that depends from university to university. That that's also depends from university to university. Like for example, I will give you 3 examples. One is my university that is fed from a company, and they are giving me sufficient money. Even I do not have to work. Like for example, when Indians come here, they start doing extra jobs, and that's really tough for everybody because they go to school or college in the morning, and then they after coming in the afternoon they go for extra jobs because they have to carry their own livelihood, live expenses. That's really tough. But when you go for like a PhD, a funding is should be a must. So there are two cases. If they are company fed, you will get definitely the sufficient funds that you do not need to go for extra work, that is known as temporary jobs. But if you are like going for a university funding, and also that also depends from a big university to a small university. So big universities also will give you more money because they have funds, but small universities will give you like just the money. So you have to be a little bit more constraints, or maybe they will not give you even the living expense, and they will only give your tuition fees, because tuition fees is also there for PhD. Then you have to do extra labor, like I told you that many of you guys. I also did in my masters, in second masters, which I went to petrol station, and I used to do that petrol filling, that gas filling station. So that's okay. So dignity of labor is there. So even if you are making a coffee or filling up gas, petrol, that's also fine. But then you are tired, hectic, and dead after the day. So that's also not good. So try to get a reputed or even not reputed, a middle university, because an unknown university abroad may be dangerous for your PhD because maybe they have no funds. And if they have funds, or if they are just for tuition fees, then also you have to work. For example, I will give another example of that girl which just now got WUST, that she's my friend. She is getting exact money in a way that she have to live in constraints. But that's okay. You can spend less on yourself and you can spend more on your study. That's okay. Just exact money is also fine. But if the no money is lying, you have to work. So this is all depending on your search. And trust me, every university shows it. It's not like it's a black paper and after you get a PhD, you will be known that, oh, there is no funding. Every university, even the small university, will show we have funds, we don't have funds. We have this much funds, we have this much paper. Every. So in a way, when you do your homework, do like that.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Suppose, sir, I want to pursue a PhD in European countries, and how would I approach that the research oriented my interest and search for university, which university and which professor grant me the PhD?
Okay, so there are 2 steps in that. One is a big step, long step, and one is a short one. So the long one I'll tell you is that which European university? First of all, be very much specific because there are 44 European countries. Okay, 44, and not all the European countries are good. For example, there are many weak and very poor European countries. So you won't be doing that because if you are going there, India is better than that. Even Indian and IITs are good because they are really world-class acclaimed. So anyway, which European countries? First of all, be specific. In that, how can you do that? Just open some charts, ranking charts like QS ranking, Times higher ranking, and then you can get, okay, so these are the sets of European universities. Preferably, Western Europe is good. Western Europe is a rich area and also technologically advanced, in which Germany, Netherlands, France, Belgium, Scotland, all that comes. So when you are done with that, then you go for the which university, because first of all, which European country, then which university in that country. So then you get your like list completed, bucket list, I should say. That okay, your, for example, what engineering you said? What discipline?
Civil, sir. I'm from civil environmental
Okay,
engineering.
civil. So now you get that environmental in university. So environmental engineering or civil engineering is best. Like Google it. Just write a random Google question that best universities for civil engineering in the Sweden, for example, Sweden, and it will come like list. Then you go in the Sweden, for example, there is one university that KTH. So go there inside that and write civil engineering. Come there, they'll write a faculty or people or researchers. Go inside and there'll be a list of professors. Now you click on one on each by each professor's name, and then you will know the research interest of that professor. For example, some professors don't have environmental in their research list. Chuck it off. Go to another professor and so on. Then you get there and then you have an email address. You write the email to that professor asking that, professor, do you have a vacancy under your research team? And most professors reply. They may reply negative, they may reply positive, but they seriously reply that no, I do not. Or may, yes, I have. Please apply under my name. And if you get the consent, open that KTH application portal, fill it up, and there will be a one column which professor is you're interested in or supervisor you're interested in. Go for that. I don't know if this Microsoft team has a way of sharing the screen. I would have shared the screen for my what email I wrote to each professor. If there is any option of sharing the screen here.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Are you using laptop, sir?
Yes, yes. Enter the full screen. Where is that option? I would have shown that what emails I persuaded to the professors and how they responded me.
Yes, just left to the leave button. There is a icon, sir. That is our share, sir.
Left to the leave and then hang up. There is a hang up. Okay.
So that is the present button. You can click on it.
Open share. Okay, screen share. Oh, yes. So am I now? Can you see that? The screen.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So you see this? This guy is a Professor Peter Keynes. Okay, and this guy is from Canada, I guess. Yes, he is from Canada. Yes, McGill University, and McGill is a very, very good university of Canada. So I wrote like this that I request you can evaluate my CV and just brief intro that how are you? So my education till now, what am I? And then little bit you can say what is my research interest until now. So I wrote my research interest, and then be specific that I have gone through your page, which I said that because you know many students write mass mails. Mass mailing professors know that. So first of all, be very specific that I have gone through your page and okay, I didn't write that much good, but it's like your work fascinates me. Just don't write this line. This is not good. Okay, just mention some papers which he did. Just mention some, like for example, he did AC motor modeling, for example. I have gone through your profile. AC motor modeling fascinates me a lot, and I have some nice ideas like that. And then end your letter by saying, I promise I will do my work and expectations and blah blah blah, and finish. It's done. And attach your CV. That's it. So I wrote to this guy, and I wrote to this guy also. And this guy is from University of Oxford. See, OX, Oxford. So I wrote to this guy. That's so. I am willing to prepare under you. And then he replied, dear Umar, thanks for telling me, and I am considering the students. So in a way, people reply that say, okay, fine. Admissions in Oxford University are competitive, and you have to fill the form, and I am willing to take you. His name is Antonis Papa and all that, Christodoulou. So this guy replied me, and then I applied under his name. Although I couldn't get selected, but that's fine. But see, this is a way of applying for a PhD. And this is not like you have to just open application portal and fill the form. No. You have to. That's Canada. And your question is how to, now the second shortcut. That was a long way, which I told that which university, then go for that professor, then write an email, and then done. The second step is a shortcut. And these are the websites which you will see in a shortcut, that go there, because these guys are private websites. So they search the respective professor's profile, and where the professor advertises under his profile that I have one vacancy, these guys put it under their own website. So you go there, but I would suggest, okay, that go for the best among these links. All are not very good. Okay, so the best among this link is scholarshipdb.net, but I'm not seeing here. Okay, I guess I commented over here. Yes. Thanks for sharing, and just follow.
It was in third number. It was in third.
Yeah. 3 and 5. So scholarshipdb.net is best, plus 5 is best. But even you can try for all, because you are not. But LinkedIn is not that good. LinkedIn is when it is good when you have a professor in your connection list. But it's fine. ResearchGate is also not very helpful. Find a PhD is only UK PhD. So that's like their sponsored websites. Okay, so you go there and you will find only UK PhDs. So anyway, the scholarship DB is a fair means like it's not with any country associated. No, it will also give you USA PhDs. So that's a good way. And then when you get there, then you can apply again. But applying again is not like what I told you. Applying means writing the email. So here I showed you two of my samples, how I wrote to one Oxford University professor whose name is Antonis, and the other is Peter Keynes. Okay.
Sir, connecting to professors via LinkedIn means more and more professors via LinkedIn. Is it beneficial? Means within a university, if I apply to many, I connect to many professors. Will it help or have some disadvantage?
Definitely, it will help. That's why LinkedIn name is also there in that list. That's why. But then you have to connect more and more professors. Yeah. Then you have to random send a connection request to many professors without seeing them. And yes, because yes, professors do share one vacancy under me, please come. I have seen many professors share. So that's a really good thing, that in spite of connecting your friends, because you have a Facebook for that, connect with your employers if you want job, and connect with your professors, with other professors, not yours, or even yours also, because your professor also will share something that, oh, this university is advertising this much. So connecting to professor is a smart idea, really. And I have seen that many professors advertise in their posts. Yes.
So some people used to say like we should mail to only one professor in a university, because if we connect to many people, they may think that he is desperate for just joining. He is not interested in me. He is a generic person who is interested in overall person.
So that's why I'm saying, right, that some people say that this is right, but then there is also an antidote. Antidote means a cure for that where I wrote this, your work fascinates me a lot, just you have to change it, okay, and write and be a little more specific, directed on what work, okay. Then the professor will think that is not a mass mail, because professors know that you are mailing mass mails, and he will, when he see a mass mail, the first thing he does is get irritated that this is a mass mail. And I have also seen, I have also like received professors reply that, Omar, don't send me mass mail. I have received. So I was like embarrassed that time. So just be a little bit like more clever. Clever means like, I have gone through your page, that's fine, but then change this to what fascinates you, and not your work. I mean, your work is a big thing. That's not good. That's like a mass mail, and anybody can like figure out that this letter is nothing but a mass mail. So just mention what work. Like for example, he has done some AC motor modeling. He has done some 3G wireless, blah blah blah. Just mention it, and mention some lines that, okay, the modulation signal of that blah 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 is very good, and I like that, like just 2-3 lines, and I want to do. Then it becomes an original plus a one mail. and not like a mass mail. Definitely. See, what I suggest that many people say mail one professor, but then what happens? Maybe that professor is not having a vacancy. Then it's a gamble on you. Really. For example, there are 3 professors in your department. So not in your discipline of that department, 3. But you may mail, for example, X, Y, Z. 3 professors are there. You mail just X because you are thinking that if I mail Y and Z, then all will think that it's a mass mail. That's good thinking. But for example, X doesn't have any funding, and only Y has. That's like a gamble for you. Mail all the 3, and try to be more clever in your email by saying, I have gone, I have done, you have published your conference, you have published one journal in Automatica, in Nature, and I have seen that journal. Just be more towards subject driven and rather than mass mailing. And if you write X, Y, Z, okay, with this form of writing, everybody will think that's theirs first, like they got the only email. Because professors don't discuss with each other, because they also have little competition that, okay, I will take my guy, I will take my student. So yeah, that's true that you have to be very much clever. Just like this is what you say, relationship if you have 2 girlfriends, like that.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. That was
Yeah.
yes, a good answer, sir, for me. It was this question I had, sir. Sir, one more question, sir. Yesterday, I was going through some websites of some like University of California. Sir, I was not getting the in this admission section. I was not getting the option of PhD. Means sir, from where I get that? Means how do we apply? How do we see the admission section in PhD?
Okay, so I remember this happened to me when the first time in my life I started searching for PhD abroad. So the first time in my life I started searching, and I started looking for the abroad universities of Europe. And the websites of these universities are so much bhul bhulaiya, or you can say riddles. They are riddles that you don't get anywhere like that. In India, in IITs or maybe many other colleges, the websites are so simple. Really, you get everything. You get really everything. And these guys advertise, means universities, foreign universities advertise so much that you are lost. So what you should do, I would suggest that University of California doctoral program in so and so discipline. For example, my discipline is electrical engineering. So University of California doctoral program, electrical engineering. Maybe Google will direct there only. So in that case, you can directly like reach that. Okay. Or for example, University of California doctoral application portal. Yes. Yeah. So exactly at that point where application is there. Or University of California electrical professors. Yeah, electrical professors. So directly at faculty list. So in that way, I used to reach exact that point and not like searching a needle in the haystack. So it was tough when I started doing that. And I still remember I appointed one junior of mine, and I said, please help me, because she was a junior and I and good friend. So I said, please help me, at least give me some or 2 or 3 departments name where I can seriously contact faculties, because I am lost in their websites. Yeah, so they have lots of advertising things.
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Mhm.
Sir, I have a query regarding my friend also. Like he has done BTech in chemical engineering, and then he had 5 years of gap in between. In the 5 years he has done in IT field, and then recently he completed his master's degree. So pursuing PhD will be a trouble to him, or is it okay to do PhD?
So this is a good question actually. There could be a gap, okay, and but PhD, as I have seen in my department also, there is a 40 years old man, and he just joined. Okay, so yes, people do have gaps, but then you have to write in your CV or whatever you are just trying to statement of purpose that why do you have gap? Because if you're just having nothing in that gap, that will be a little bit disadvantages, right? So yes, and that's a good, useful, productive 5 years of IT service he did. So that's a good thing. If you have gap and you cannot defend that why did you have gap, just you are lazing around, you did not do work, that's a disadvantage. And not vice versa, that you did something, you did really. So you whatever you do, you just write in your CV, okay, and be specific, like, okay, from this year to this year, you were in job. So and in PhD, there's no age limit, neither in India nor abroad. So PhD, that's not disadvantages, honestly. But then very much be clear and confirm that you did not waste time. You means the guy who has gaps did not do any unconstructive work and just did some good work, and he did a service. That's good.
Thank you, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Sir, would research proposal should be included during writing email to the professor, or it is not necessary?
So that's a good question. Actually, what happens that when you give an email to the professor doesn't have time. That's the point, actually, and he sometimes never reads an email. So what happens? Try to just convince him, just to gain his attention through your very good constructive email, in telling them that what area you are interested in, that what paper you are reading right now for of him. In a way, then he gets like motivated, that fine, let's talk then. For example, I'll show you again that Oxford guy. Honestly, I did not give him any research proposal, but afterwards he got interested, and I can check. I have been thinking for a while to work on a fractional order control. Now I started, when he was interested, now I started giving him that what I really want to like make. I would like to combine fractional and traditional control, and would like to pen my research proposal. I said, pen my research proposal means now I want to make. Then he said that no, don't pen on that. Pen on general nonlinear systems. So he said like this. So that's when you got professor's interest. Okay, before that, for example, if he's not even interested in you and you are just sending a research proposal, that would be like, oh, kitna padhenge? I mean, how much I should study of you, and you are not any one very important person that he should study to you. And this guy has really like talked to me a lot. You have to apply 13th November deadline, and I said, yes, professor, I will apply. Thank you so much. So this is a way you gain that guy attention first, and then you just pen the research proposal. Yes. And I will also tell you that how to write your research proposal, and how to be more specific, because research proposal also has a lot of weight. Because even if you have papers, you have, but research proposal is like that paper which you want to do in your PhD. So let me see, where can I get the research proposal?
Hello.
Yes.
And sir, one more question is that which university to prefer, if one university has good laboratory in my research area, but its ranking is not that good, which to prefer, that good ranking or good laboratory university?
See, I'll tell you first. Very rankings are very misleading, brother. Really, what happens that in ranking, they do not rank your department. What they rank is the full rank. Like, for example, University of Oxford is number 5, but that's Oxford University Engineering College. Maybe it's not that 5 number. The architecture English of Oxford University is number 1. So it's like an average. Okay. So first of all, if you are very much sure that your lab is super like world class, and that's really good, and the professor in that has so much publication, so much. So finally, you should be like little bit going in that lab and professor skills. Okay.
So after completing PhD, when we apply for a job, so it matters or not?
No. For example, you complete. See, oh man, you are completing a PhD, and the employee will not see that you're from rank. That's in India, that they say that okay, it's IIT, okay, then it's good. Otherwise, it's not bad. It's very bad. It's very bad. You're not from IIT. It's very bad. But it's abroad. It's like, what PhD you completed? Did you do anything? I mean, I'm from a University of Sheffield, brother, and it's like rank 94. But if I don't do anything, like if I do very small work, then I will not even get jobs. Leave about rank. So abroad, it's like quality in a way that what you did, and then you have to show like what you did means not like thesis completing and publication. No, you have to show some prototype model of hardware, something. So what you did, then employer asks that. Okay. So in a way, see, there is always a compromise. Ranks may be misleading, I'm saying. It couldn't be like ranks are always wrong. No. Just like ranks are average of the best department, the worst department, divided by all the departments. It's summation and average. Okay. So I am in PhD. Okay. In PhD, even a person from Stony Brooks University, that's in USA, that's 400th rank, can outclass a person who is in under 100 class. Because I have seen a Stony Brooks University, that there was a guy, and he was my senior friend, and he got a postdoc in MIT. Now, for example, a Stony Brooks, who is a 400th rank, MIT was one in the world. How did he get it? That's why, because he really did a lot of good work in Stony Brooks. What I suggest that don't go for low ranks, okay, in PhD, because in general, if you are low rank, then definitely your department, or not definitely, sorry, probably your department could be low also. But when you are sure, again I repeat, when you are sure that no, your lab is high class, your professor is very world apart, then please compromise your heart and mind and say that no, I will be taken care in good hands if I go under this guy. Okay. So what I was showing about is this is a lady, Fiona Stevens McFadden, and she's in New Zealand. So I've applied many. Okay, I don't know. I said 22, 25 universities I applied. So this madam started saying, okay, Omar, you're very good in your research profile. Now let's have a research proposal. So she started giving me some tips that how to write research proposal, and then we had a lot of chats on email. See this. So, okay. Now research. So I was interested to know what research proposal should I write? Can I write a research proposal which I like? I said like this. Then she said no. Write the research proposal which she likes. So regarding a research proposal, she told me what to write, some robots and arming and all that stuff. So I said, respected madam, and now I'm going to write a research proposal in a week. She said, fine, let me know. And then, yes, where is that? Yeah, this is a research proposal I wrote. The research proposal in a way that you give the abstract. Abstract means just a general knowledge that what is about, an introduction, literature review, that where are you reading it from, okay, and then the most important is methodology and what is a proposal. This is proposal. Be proposed. So this is a proposal, and since it's five points, that finally I wish to do these 5 points in my PhD. Then time frame means how much time it will take. So I wrote is 3 to 4 years because it's a PhD, right? So what will be the conclusion? And the conclusion will be that what will the result yield, means what will be the outcome. Finish. So it shouldn't be more than 1000 to 1500 words, because this is just like an idea. And that I gave to madam, and then madam said that, dear Umar, apologies, and I have read your research proposal, a suggestion I would like to make. See this, she likes it. And then she started saying that let's have a modification, and then this is the end of the email. So I made the suggestion and I submitted to New Zealand. Although I didn't go there, I was selected in New Zealand University of Wellington, VUW, Victoria University of Wellington. So in a way, you have to be specific writing a research proposal to the professor when she or he agrees that fine, come under me. So when he or she agrees, then you have to write a good research proposal. Okay.
Yes, sir. It is clear now.
Yes, thank you.
Good evening, sir.
Yes.
Sir, questions. I want to know why you have done second masters, and if someone wants to do a second masters, what is the procedure? So I'm doing my I'm a second year M.TECH student. I'm doing my masters in control engineering. So
Okay.
I want to know why you have done your second masters, and if someone wants to do, what should be the procedure?
Okay, so thank you for telling me your things. Yeah. Okay, so why I did my second master's? It's a little bit uh, sad actually. I did my second master's, but I did, and finally I'm happy. Anyway, so what happens that when you are in your master's, and that's always it's first master's only. So you have to be like, and if your aim is a foreign PhD and a funded foreign PhD, funded, so you have to get a publication, as I always stress since the time the meeting started. I said publication, publication. So publication really plays a lot role, and I didn't have anything because in India, and for example, okay, you get good marks, you get good grades, good scores, and finally you pass. So I was also not aware, and nobody was there to tell me honestly. So what I did, I got 8.28 CGPA and IT Warangal passed exam finish. And I got good grades in my research semester. That is my second year. That's it. Pass the exam, finish. And then I started emailing professors emailing, and I emailed around 200 professors that time. I really remember that. That was sometimes mass mailing, and that also I didn't know that time. No, I didn't know that time because in after my first masters I started mass mailing, and maybe may have angered the professors, so I couldn't get any reply. So what happened then? I got very much uh, like hopeless that there is no chance of getting a funded because foreign is very costly, really very costly, and a technically advanced foreign technically means like yes, a rich they are rich countries. So what happened? This professor from IIT PHU, Sandeep Ghosh, his name is Dr. Sandeep Ghosh. He told me, Umar, why not go for the second masters and improve your profile? And in a way, you can get the uh, contacts. Yeah. See, finally, I told you it's all about profile building. Okay. So I said, fine, professor, I will go for the second masters. But then where? Where? So why UK? Because UK has only 1 year masters. Otherwise, many other countries like Netherlands, France, and Belgium, Germany is very cheap country. But then they have 2 years masters. So I wanted to save my time because already I have studied that. So I started doing search this like homework in control system because I had my NIT Warangal control systems only. So I started doing my search operation in control systems in the UK, and I got many universities. And for masters, if you want to apply, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to do begging. Please take me. No, 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 no. No. Just fill the form. That's it. And if there is a fees, just pay the fee. That's it. So fill the form, pay the fee, and then you get the masters. Okay. When I got here, I I really was like, okay. So these guys means the foreign guys take their student first. For example, what I said is publication, 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 right? But if you are from the UK, you don't need any publication to study in the UK if you are masters from the UK. And if you are just like from India and then you want a UK PhD, please do have publication. But then, because after my Manchester masters, finish my second masters, I started applying again. I started applying means I started emailing. So what happened? I started getting good replies because my university was having a good rank. Again, ranking does play a role here. So my university was having a good rank. It's a 27th world ranking. So I started getting replies that okay, we can have a interview session. So fine, I started getting the replies. But again, I will tell you, Germany. I applied. I wanted Germany because Germany is cheap. Honestly, it's cheap. But one competition, I was sitting with that guy, and I was rejected. After I thought that why the hell I'm rejected? I'm having a good profile. I know that. So the person who got selected, I saw his profile. He had no paper honestly, and he got selected in PhD Germany. Then I saw his masters from Germany. So this is a little bit of catch that if you are a foreign PhD holder, like for example from US, then you are more likely to be given a PhD in the US, okay, because you are a master's in the US or master's in the Germany, sorry, in Germany or UK. So that's why. But if you are not even nothing, you are just applying from India as a raw person, then you have to get these things which I told: publication, good profile, sometimes a good internship, and all that stuff. So this way, this is a little bit hard journey, long journey, obviously, and also the money is wasted because not all master's studies are funded. Not all, not all. I mean, they are rare funded. Master's studies are not funded. People fund themselves. So you have to pay your own father money or whatever.
Thank you, sir.
Hello, sir.
Sir,
Sir,
how do you select a supervisor abroad, sir? Like, how do you know that he is a good supervisor? What are the criteria which you had seen when you were selecting the supervisor?
Actually, first criteria is that what research interests you are in. For example, you are in that any branch, like for example, my branch, I was interested in control systems. Okay, so I first saw that which area, what control systems professors are there in blah 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 universities first, but there are many. So then a good supervisor is turned by his good research papers, but that doesn't mean that he's definitely good, because he may be having a good students. That's also true, because the students work and the supervisor get the benefit of papers, but it's fine. But then there are many supervisors, a good supervisors have many research papers. That's okay. And then you go to his profile and you just see that how much grants he has got, okay, from that country, yeah. And then you just, like, it's not like written on any profile that he's the best for you, but then you start building the idea that yes, he could be the good fun, because there's no test, or you can say there's no thing that it's a good supervisor. But the best supervisor is that supervisor which is your area supervisor, honestly. I mean, for example, some guy said that he's from civil engineering, and there will be so many civil engineering disciplines. Civil engineering is a big term. There will be so many disciplines, but the best supervisor for you is the discipline which you are interested. Like for example, environmental engineering, he will be the best supervisor for you. But then the environmental engineering, you go there and you see the supervisor's list, that what funding, what grants, how many papers he just published, and you go to Google Scholar and see what citation. Okay, Google Scholar says that citation, how many citations he got, in a way. Then if he is like, then you will have a mind makeup that okay, this could be the guy that I could work for.
Hello, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Sir, in
Yeah.
US, if I go to pursue some PhD, then what are some scholarship options? Like that in Germany, but in USA, what are the scholarship options?
Okay, so in the US, I'm not very much really not yes, not very much like knowing that that in Germany, I know that, but in the US, I didn't really like go through. I know that there are many universities that have 1+1 offer, that when you get a PhD, scholarships are in hand. And also I know that the US is the only, or you can say the only scholarship wholehearted giving country. They give a scholarship like 1+1 offer. Means if you get a PhD, definitely you get a scholarship, because they are like generous. They want technology, so they buy brains. Definitely. In the other countries, in the European countries, that's missing. In the European countries, they give their children, what I told just now. If you are masters from them, their own country, you are more likely to get scholarship. But the US is the only country, if you are not masters from that, then also you will get scholarship if you got a PhD. So I don't know about what schemes are there. What you said is about dad and all that stuff, but I know that if you get the PhD, definitely is 1+1 offer. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Sir, when we start mailing to professor, when we qualify gray or IELTS, or earlier qualify earlier, when we start mails professor, after qualifying or before qualifying gray or IELTS?
See, what happens, that professor has nothing to do with your English exams, nothing. He doesn't want even. He doesn't know even. He doesn't want to know also. that how much qualified you are in English. So unlike this GATE exam, which professors really want to know in India, that how much GATE score is you are having, the foreign PhD score, like professors don't even want to know. Why would they? They want to know that how much deep you are in your own subject and not this English exams. So you can contact before also, but before applying for application, if you don't have these exam results, you cannot apply. You cannot apply. Contacting you can do anytime, because you want to say, Professor, I'm interested because I have that skills that you need. Yeah, but he doesn't want to know that how much GRE score you have, how much IELTS score. He doesn't want. He doesn't need also. And also that is true. That is true that if you are having a low GRE score, that is not sufficient. Professors cannot help also. For example, you are super efficient in the science of professor, but you are having a low English score. Professor will not help you, because that's the application department that needs that, because they want to test if you can survive there, if you can communicate there. For example, Germany has another test, German language test. Professors don't want that, but the institute wants that. Okay, so these English exams, do not confuse with that gate that you want to get rank. There is no rank, just there's a cutoff. There is a cutoff, like for example, in many universities, 6.5 to 7 is cut off for IELTS. Many universities, I'm not saying all, but many. In many universities, the GRE score is like 310 plus. So 310 plus, whatever you get, 310 plus, you are most welcome to apply. And this is not like rank, that if I get 310 and that guy gets 320, he will be selected. No. It's just you have to cut off. Okay.
Okay.
Hello, sir.
So, sir, there is a question.
Hello, sir. Sir, if a person is having 9 point in his M.TECH, a person from an NIT, and in B.TECH, the CGPA is 7 point. Then, sir, is there any problem to apply PhD in abroad university?
No. There's no problem. And also, if you are having low score, high score, there is no problem. All like this is all like a marathon, I told you, right? So these things, which 9-pointer, 7-pointer, these are all the problems of Indian PhD. Honestly, they see these whole things. That 9 point is there, that is means is good. 7 point is stupid, like that. But no, foreign PhD thinks everything. So it's okay. They will judge you. I'm not saying that they will not judge you that by saying, okay, you are 7-pointer, you're good, you still be good. No. They will still judge you, but this is all based on your all like 360-degree academic performance. So it's not like 9-pointer, 7-pointer. Definitely you will be judged on that. But if you have like research publications, if you have like workshops, international workshops, if you are like international Coursera, edX, all that, certification course, definitely you will get there, like get edged, like benefit. So that's a compensation. There was one of my friend, okay, and he was 7-pointer in both masters and bachelors, but still he got a Korean PhD. Of that depends that he got a funded Korean PhD. I mean, a foreign country paying you money, it's very big thing. Still, that was not a very high ranked university. 700 ranked university, that's okay. I understand. But some foreign countries paying the foreign citizen, that's still. So what he was having is a lot of Coursera, edX, NPTEL, like, and all that certification exams he had. He had very less papers because very less means he has 2 conferences, and that too in local conference thing, like Anna University. There was a conference going on, so he went there. So he had not like very powerful conferences, but he got Korean PhD scholarship. So reason is, these guys, and any guy, honestly, they judge overall 360-degree and not like your one night exam result.
So, sir, what is the difference between conference research paper published in conference and research paper published in a journal? What's the difference, sir?
Okay, so there is a lot of difference there. Conference doesn't need any like deep learning inside. Okay, you can get a beautiful conference, but conferences are max to max 6 pages. Okay, 6 pages doesn't have that much requirement of going very deep. You just present an idea that I have this thing, I put it in an idea. You sometimes show the apparatus, experiment performance, you sometimes, but many times you show the simulation, the computer results, and not the real thing. Journal, on the other hand, is a book chapter, and a book chapter needs a lot of thorough revision, lot of thorough depth. So journals are always respected, irrespective of versus conference. For example, I know that in IITs and NITs, to get from assistant professor to associate professor, the conference has 1 point. You know, Indian education system grades conference as 1. PhD, sorry, no, so a journal paper has 3 points. So if that guy, the assistant professor has, for example, 12 conferences, for example, he just get 12 points. And if that the other professor or assistant professor, sorry, he gets just three journal, again 9 points. So in a way, journals are always reputed for their in depth, and for their much more thorough study. Conferences are just an idea, but still, I would like to say a good conference is always a better choice. A good conference in some very respected IIT, IACR, ISC, they are still a better choice than any college.
Thank you, sir.
Hello, sir.
Mhm.
Sir, when will be
Hello, sir.
Okay, sir.
Sir, before applying, if we don't have a research paper, can we write in our CV like it is under manuscript is under preparation? Can we do that?
We can do that. Even I have done that, because first time I was applying and I had no research paper, but I understood my disadvantage of that. So I wrote that manuscript under preparation, or what is it? The result is yet to be declared. I said paper sent, but result is yet to be declared. Like that, I wrote it. So yes, you can do that, honestly, and then. But honestly, you have to pay the price. I mean, okay, you can write CV, but you will not be like exempted, because in the application portal there is an option, papers, research papers, and then where will you put the research papers in that portal? So finally, that's like a little bit disadvantage. Yes, obviously there is. So that's why I said the day after your master's is done, you don't get a PhD. It's a little bit afterwards. I mean, exactly after the second day, and you said, I have an offer of PhD, I'm going abroad. That's rare, very rare, rarest.
Hello, sir. Sir, when will be the mailing the professor? You have to attach the research CV. So, can you show some of your research CV? Like, how should you prepare a research CV? And what is the
Okay,
difference?
so I will show you my research CV, okay? So, you can see?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is my research CV, and where you write, first of all, about what you are, what's your educational background, okay, and then something about one line, not one line, one abstract line about your projects, because research CV means it's like a little bit different from the job CV, employment CV. That's a little bit about the project, not much, just like abstract line. Bachelor of Technology also some little bit about projects, and then your training and all that stuff like that. And then what's your international, what I said that you have to profile build is must. So I did like this. Okay, I couldn't go for that. I didn't do any online courses, and that's my
Hello, sir. You are muted, sir. Hello.
Sorry. I was telling all that stuff before. Okay, now I will repeat. So you write yourself, who are you? Okay, followed by objective, something related, and this is like what you did in your all your life. This is all your academic performance. Okay, and few lines about what was your project. Since I did 2 masters, so I have to write what was my project. But few lines means just the abstract, not everything. Abstract. These are all abstract. Okay, these are all abstract. And some few lines about your bachelor project also, because this is a research CV and not the job CV. Okay, then what I told before, that you have to profile build in a way, internships. Okay, then workshops. Fine. Okay, so there afterwards I couldn't write the courses, certification courses, because I didn't do any. That was my drawback. Okay, so if you have done, please write there also as a column, research, sorry, not research, certification courses, international courses, national courses, NPTEL courses, Coursera courses, MIT. Okay, and then you go for your research work. These are my international conferences after I passed my NIT Warangal. Because after I passed my NIT Warangal, I got the point that, oh, these guys need publications. So I really see, if you see, okay, I will show you. If you see the colleges where I went for what publication, these are big colleges. That means these are good conferences. Okay, and I will also show the colleges which I went are not good. I will show you. So this is IIT Delhi. Okay, good one. Now this is, you can see, this was a 3rd grade conference. I didn't know there. Okay, and I'll show you again, which was 3rd grade. Now KIIT Bhubaneswar is not a 3rd grade, but that is also not a very good. That's like middle, because KIIT, everybody doesn't know abroad who is KIIT. And IIT Ropar, okay, IIT Ropar is also not very strong conference. Honestly, this is not very strong conference. And IIT Kurukshetra, okay, you can say, okay, above strong. Now Pratyusha College, Engineering College, that was not a strong conference, but that's fine. I didn't know that, all was experiment. Okay, so now the second is award achievements. So I got all that awards and achievements, and then these are the table which I did was masters, what I got. Okay. Hello, yeah. Listen, just
It's fully black. It's nothing.
I couldn't hear you. What you're saying? Voice,
Now it is okay. Now it is okay. It's my internet problem.
Should I share you again? Okay, so this is my achievements. Okay? This is my achievements, and achievements you have to write, and you have to advertise yourself. Try to advertise as much as you can. Okay, and then your technical interest, because this is the most important, because then this professor will try to think, okay, then which area is his area is robust control, for example, or his area is robotics. So then curricular skills, okay, these doesn't matter for a academic PhD, not doesn't matter, but still you have to write, because this is you, this is your information. And then your research accounts, not your Facebook account, not your social network accounts. This is research accounts. Social network accounts I also give. I didn't give Facebook, but I gave research social. References will be given when asked, and declaration. So this is a little bit of a academic PhD. I know it's not best academic PhD. There are many good PhD, not PhD, sorry, academic CV. It's not the best academic CV, but it's okay. I tried my best to give my research outlook to the guys, to the professors. Okay.
So, hello, sir.
Yes, hello.
Sir, can you please repeat the name of the sites which you told earlier, like scholarship.net, I think, something.
Okay, yeah, you should take a snapshot or whatever. I'm going to share the screen again. Okay, yeah, here it is. So see this number 3 is a very good site. Although you can try everything, because when you are experimenting, you have to experiment, so you can apply for everything. But number 3 and number 5 are the so good that they are impartial, means they don't give only agenda that country's PhD. So this is a good website. These are all good websites. Even postdoctoral students go for them. LinkedIn could be the best one, but then you have to be more sending connection requests to professors, and please try to without any hesitation, shame. If he doesn't accept, that's okay, fine, but try to give.
Sir, if I have one or two research paper published in a good journal up to my third semester and end of the third semester, and then it is the good time to apply for the 2 year to approach the professors so in foreign universities.
That is really a good time. That's why, oh sorry, good way. And that's why I didn't have that, and I went for a second master's. If I would have been at least one, I would never ever throw my parents' money, and I was really sorry for that. I had to work petrol pump shifts also. I really had to struggle a lot. So if you have something, and honestly, please don't hurry, please. If you're sitting in at home, for example, you have completed masters. I'm telling about everybody. So if you have completed masters and you are getting frustrated, hey, I am not getting foreign PhD, please do not get that. Sit at home, sit in a closed room, write research paper. How to write? Just communicate your master's supervisor, like write emails to him that I am doing work from home and I am really doing hard. Just get me a journal paper. It may take 6 months, but then afterwards you will have a PhD. Honestly. So don't get frustrated. Foreign PhD is not like magic gets in second. No. Indian PhD you can. Why? Because what happens? Indian PhD you give a test, you give an interview, selected. Here you have to show your skills by getting the internet online publication. So it's take your time. Take your really very. I don't. I didn't take time honestly. I went for second masters, but that I'm not very happy of, because I had 20 lakh Indian rupees spent for that second masters. Yeah, and in spite of 20 lakh Indian rupees, I had to do petrol pump job. I had to really burn myself. So it's not very happy option of a second masters. But if you are going for a first masters abroad, then it's good. That first masters is abroad.
Sir, excuse me, sir. Sir, you are a big inspiration for us, especially me, sir, because the from which you belong, the from area from like you belong from Uttar Pradesh, same as me, sir. And I also belong to electrical engineer. That too, you are from NIT. I am also from NIT, sir. So you are really, sir, a big hope for us.
Oh,
Thanks a lot.
It's really very tough, and I have faced a lot because I passed in 2018. 2018, I got PhD in 21. 3 years of my life, I have been a little bit of turbulence, of tornado, really, and everybody has tough times, I know, and COVID has shown us a lot of tough times also. But honestly, foreign PhD doesn't like in seconds. It's not like that. You have to be patient a lot. Patience. In a way that your master's gets over, no problem. Just keep quiet, keep working hard. From your home, keep working hard. Uh, Start influencing professor of your NIT or whatever college you are. Please help me, and he will help you. He will. If he's not bad, he's not busy, he will help you and get the publication. Then you are like instantly you will get foreign PhD. Instantly. So and
Ajay, sir, yes, sir, can you answer, sir, how much satisfied are you now for your future, sir?
A lot, really, because the reason is, nah, it's okay. It's good. The personal question, a lot, because when you have faced this much, and you are like, I need to get the foreign PhD, and my aim was to get under 100 rank. My aim was like that, and that I didn't tell you guys, because that could be a pressure on you to get under 100 ranked for a PhD. But my aim was like that. So I had a little bit more of a tough time. I could have gone to Poland as my friend got there, but none of the university there is under 100. So my aim was under 100 PhD. Now about the future, I'm telling you, If you go here means not in the UK, a foreign PhD, or Western world foreign PhD, or maybe South Korea also good, Singapore also good. So you will be definitely have more chances of like collaborating with the industry. There is a lot of chances. There is a friend of mine whose name is Zishan. He's doing IIT Ropar PhD, and he said to me, brother, not a single day I am anywhere near the industry. No, I'm not saying every Indian IITs are not linked. No, they are. But foreign everybody, like mostly like 80% are linked to industry. So academia and industrial, both are my options now. Both are my options, honestly. I can be like, okay, I want to be a teacher. But I can also be an industrial person. In India, honestly, there is my friend in IIT Madras right now who is doing PhD, and she said to me the only option that she can be linked to industrial is when she does postdoc. Because right now she is also aiming for postdoc, because she said that we have very less chances that industry will pick up. We have very less chances, and that's true. I'm really loving that fact that I am now in an industrial PhD, and mostly even that University of Oxford, which I showed you, and Tonis and all that stuff. His name is. He was a industrial global that linked. So foreign PhDs are mostly linked to industry. So you have two options now. Indian PhDs, one option. That's only you're a teacher. So.
So thank you, sir.
Perfect.
You said that while applying to foreign universities, they should have knowledge about our college. So, do you think that they'll be having any idea about our IITs or NITs if we are doing our masters?
They have a lot of idea. I'll tell you a very beautiful story of mine. I was in University of Manchester doing my second master's, and I was at my computer desk. A teacher came to me and he said, Omar, your attendance. I wrote my attendance, and he said, are you from IIT? And I looked at him because he was sitting here, he was standing here, and I said, no, professor, unlucky of me, I'm not from IIT. So he said, so you are from the sister or the sibling branch of IIT. That's NIT. So he said to me like that. So are you from sister branch of NIT? Sorry, IIT? So I said, yes, I'm from there. So he said, I know both. So actually IITs and NITs have a name. Honestly, they have a name. And I was so much proud of that time that finally I made at least masters in NIT, IIT. But nevertheless, they still know everything because they are called. When, okay, you don't know, I'll tell you. When there is a conference, a good level conference, the judge, maximum judges, or you can say our foreign advisory, which checks the paper that, okay, this paper is selected. So that's the foreign advisory. And IITs and NITs do have a name abroad. Indian education is really good. The point is Indian education is theoretical, and that's not me. Everybody says theoretical. They go for computer simulation. They go for all. There are experimental, but not at that industrial level. That I'm saying, industrial level. That here at Rolls-Royce, I'm not like the contract says that I cannot tell you guys, but still I am working in that field. Honestly, not in the car field, the jet engine turbine field, that a jet engine is revolving and I have to make it. Not like I have to make it by parts. No, I have to design on computer and I have to give to the person, a mechanic. He will prepare. So this is more like so much. And Indians, okay, there's a person who's in IIT BHU again. He's also doing the same thing, the same concept. But he said that the DST, that's the Indian, what can I say, is still searching that which model they have to give to us at IIT BHU. The same topic, but you can see the difference. So the education in India is so good, but the point is that's not practical. That's theoretical. Exam, give exam, pass, top exam, give, pass. The practicality is so lost here. Honestly, I did my second master's, honestly, guys, and I saw that I was in one of the good college of India, that's NIT Warangal, and in NIT Warangal, the first master's, I was like go to class, learn, give exam, top, give exam, go to class. But here I went to class, and soon after the class, I was made to go to the laboratory. Lab, soon, exactly soon. Whatever I read that, I had to perform there. Okay, it may not be a hardware thing. Okay, fine. It may be a computer simulation, but still that was the experiment that I learned. So that's a difference I see. Practicality is a lot missing here.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Hello.
Sir, what is the duration of your PhD program? And I want to know the structure of the PhD, like initial 1 or 2 years, there are some coursework, or directly one can start with research work.
So this depends from the country you are going to. Like for example, in the US, United States, it's 1 year coursework, full 1 year. You are like a master student. You study, you give exam, you pass. Same as India. India has like and if you have known that in NIT, IITs, 1 year there's coursework, and then the second year direct research. But in the UK and the Western European countries, the Western European countries, Sweden, France, Germany, Belgium, all that stuff, direct coursework. No need for studying anything, no need. So they save at least time. So for example, in the UK, 4 years is max. If I really delay after 4 years, I'll be kicked out. Really, I'll be kicked out. that's really good. That's really good that they are saving my age. They're saving my energy. So that's a good thing. Uh, in the other countries like Poland and what is it, Hungary, other Eastern European countries, they have courseworks. They have 1 year coursework. So that depends from country to where you're going to.
Okay,
sir. Like if you are aiming to apply to Germany, does learning German language be a plus to our profile?
That's a really plus, really plus, really. Because right now my own sister was applying to Germany in MS, and she was really rejected from every university of Germany because she had no knowledge of what is it, German language. So I had to look for the English language courses in German, and they were really less. So learning German in Germany for Germany is really a plus point, and I think it's a B level German you need to know, and that's not very.
Yes, sir. B1. We need to know B1.
That you have to know B1 level German. So that's not very challenging, but still it's still challenging. So please do that. And if you just as I say, if you do that, then it's really opens more door for you in Germany.
Sir, and one more thing, what are your comments on the MOU signed by IITs with other foreign universities? Like our university, IIT Hyderabad, has more tie-ups with Japanese universities.
That's good, really.
So how would those programs be? Like, what are your comments on that programs?
Actually, I don't know any person who is from IITH and he goes to Japan, but I know one guy, and I really know that his name is Tabish, and he is from IIT Delhi, and he goes to Queensland. So what happens, and just like as MOU, which that memorandum of understanding, that these guys send scholars to each other, and that's really good. Like it's like exposure, that you are not very much exposed to that foreign radiations, because foreign radiations are still really tough, and you are not exposed, and you are not like into your own traditional radiation. So that's a good thing actually. And IITH, those those programs should be taken. I would really have taken them if I knew that before. But that guy, which he's going Queensland just 1 month ago, he went, and he said that I am now continuing my research in Australia. Although Australia has now banned because of COVID-19, all that stuff, I know that. So he was about to go. I don't know what he has been there or not, but he said to me that I have completed my coursework time at IIT Delhi, and now he will go to Queensland, and afterwards he will come back to Delhi, and the Queensland scholar will. So this is like a MOU, and that's a good thing. MOU university sign. You guys should really try. That's also a shortcut to go abroad. Shortcut means like it's not fully foreign. It's 50-50, but it's still 50-50. It's good. So you should write that what programs in which universities of India MOU has been signed, and if you're lucky, maybe your program is collaborated with that university, and that's really good thing.
Hello, sir. Sir, my question is, I am from IIT Kharagpur. This year I joined IIT Kharagpur in ocean engineering. Sir, but the classes are not started. Classes are online. So, sir, my question is that can I write a research paper on basis of online study for taking admission in PhD in foreign universities?
So, for example, you start writing a research paper on yourself, right? Or you need some help from.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You can write. See, there is there is a single author paper also available. Though the author or the second author, if it's a supervisor, so it adds to the weight.
So, my question is that is it possible without offline classes, on basis of online classes?
See, there is no class.
Yes,
There is no class concept, brother, because there's like concept of understanding. You can learn anywhere. For example, I have been doing PhD since I came to the UK in February online. Yeah. I mean, yes, I went there for our Rolls-Royce lab only because I have to go Rolls-Royce lab, but I'm not even entering the university because university is locked. It's locked down here also. So it's not like online, offline, you just need the knowledge. Okay, fine. And you need a little assistance from that guy, professor, because if he is not there, a single author paper is a little bit weak, but it's okay. If you have a good research, then it's good. So just need the depth of what you are doing, and then you can go for publication. Honestly, you can go for publication. And I am right now online PhD doing, and every guy, maybe like in the UK, is online PhD right now doing. They are just getting access to labs of industry because we are bound to. We are paid for that. So we are called, but afterwards we again come to online.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. All the best.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Good evening, sir. My name is Abhishek. I have done my graduation from Aligarh Muslim University as well, and I am pursuing my master's from IIT Kharagpur.
Okay.
Sir, my question is that is it a right assumption that Asian countries, a PhD in Asian countries is a bit of as considered to Western European countries or America? Is there a difference between that people consider in India, if you are done from PhD from Western country or America, it is better as compared to Eastern Asian countries like Japan, South Korea? My branch is environmental engineering.
Okay, so you said that the perception, what the people think. Did you ask that what people think?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that's very sad thing that people do not very much regard their own IITs as the good PhD things. And honestly, I have been a victim of that also. I never wanted, as I told you, I never wanted a foreign PhD, really, because who does want to go away from your parents, from your homeland so far that you will be coming once a year, just once a year? When I was in IIT Warangal, I used to go to home after 2 months or 3 months, and that was really good, really a good change. And now once a year I used to go. That's like seeing your whole full city changed, full city. So who does want? But yeah, in our country, honestly, we have that mentality. We do not regard our own what you think, and that also accounts to loving the Western culture, yeah, and Western education. Honestly, the Western education culture, sorry, not culture, education is still good. Yeah, they are, because as I mentioned, practicality is much more stressed here. Theoretically, the IITs are still relying on theories and more on, you can say, simulation stuff. Because as I mentioned you before, I am working on jet engine right now. The same guy who is in IIT BHU is not working anything on that right now. Same topic. I was really thrilled because I got his name from ResearchGate. That's a social network for researchers. And I messaged him and I said that if you are from the same topic, let's catch up online. So he said, I am from the same topic and I am senior than you, because he was senior than me. But he said, I'm not doing anything as a hardware thing because I'm doing some simulation, something. So I said, fine. So this is the way that maybe Indians, not Indian, I should say, yeah, the full South Asian PhD is PhD, or you can say it's our theory-based PhD. But honestly, we also regard less. That's also true. I mean, IISc Bangalore student, okay, he is going to again abroad. I'm thinking, why he's going abroad, man? He should be now get settled, but he's going to postdoctoral abroad. What is the need to study postdoctoral, man, when you are from IISc Bangalore? But still, he's going. There is a guy, my friend, he's still going abroad and he's coming to Imperial College London. And Imperial College London is not that research-wise versus IISc Bangalore. Still, IISc holds 100 out of 100 in research sector. And IECL, that's Imperial College London, is 98 points. But still, so what that was question that yeah, we are still liking the Western culture, Western education, but still there are more opportunities. That's also true. There's a lot of more opportunities because, as I told you, academia and industry, both you can go. Here in India, only teacher. That's academia.
So, sir, for future prospect in academia in India, so I should go for PhD in South Asian countries like Japan, South Korea, or I should select from Western countries like from Belgium or Finland or Germany.
See what happens. There are two outlooks of perspective. One is a common people perspective. When you say that I'm doing PhD from Japan or South Korea, so they will not be very much thrilled. Oh, but when you say you are doing a PhD from Sweden, Germany, UK, wow. I mean, even if that university is like third class university of UK, third class, really, that will be a wow thing from their mouth. So there is a one common people perspective, but you should not care for that because after PhD, common people won't hire you. Who will hire you is that expert in your field. So Japan is also very progressive country, very much progressive country. South Korea is very much. So please do not get like tempted from the name. Honestly, see that which is the best for you. Okay, which is the best for you in terms of your discipline.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yes.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
Sir, I am entering into my M.TECH program from next week.
Okay, congratulations.
And sir, thank you, sir. And after that, if I want to pursue PhD, so what are the things that I can do in my first year or in first 2 semesters that would be good for that?
I feel like in the first 2 semesters, apart from reading is like apart from understanding in-depth subject, you should prepare for English exam because honestly, first semester or first year is not very hectic. And you just have to go to class, come back to room, go to class, come back to room, go to class, come back to room. That's it. And you can enjoy that luxury of preparing English exams because English exams are not that hectic as GATE exams. Honestly, they're not hectic as IAS exams or maybe any other government exam. They are not. They are not. So please, from the day 1 or from the day 3rd, from the day 10th, start preparing English exam. Get it done because they have validity for 2 years, 5 years. Finish it off, man, or at least give GRE and IELTS or TOEFL because IELTS and TOEFL are interchangeable. So give 2 exams in that first year only and finish it up. From the second year, you are at least mind free that fine, no more English exams, nothing, man. I will just concentrate on research. I will be the best researcher of my class. That should be really a great strategy.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Yes, good evening.
Yeah, so sir, I have just started my PhD from ITB.
Oh, congratulations.
And yeah, thank you, sir. And in the past, I've applied in the European countries. I mailed to so many professors, but I got the negative response from them. So for the safety purpose, I have joined this ITB, but I want to apply for in the winter session. So at that time, I wasn't having any research paper, although currently I also don't have. It is under the review, and I'm not expecting it that it will be published in next 2 months or 3 months. So, so whether I can apply or not, because I have two conferences. One conference is accepted, that will be held in November, and one journal is under review. Journal is under review. So should I apply for it or not? And what are the chances of getting selected?
Okay, so this story again, we will see. I have seen everything. So what story which you told me right now, there is one still. See, I have so many examples and references because these 3 years of my life have been only seeing people how they struggle getting foreign PhD. So there's one guy whose name is Imran. Yeah, so he was from IIT. Yeah, he was from IIT Bombay, and he seriously wanted to pursue a PhD abroad, but he was same as you. After getting passed in NIT Warangal, he was with me. He was my batchmate from power electronics, electrical engineering. So he could not get any proposal, sorry, get any acceptance abroad because he had nothing, just good marks. So what happened? He got IITB, but he couldn't. He did not lose this desire to apply abroad, and he started like. Again writing to professor that now I am in a bit better mood and I got one publication. That's true, and he got that, and he is right now in some Germany, TUM. That's TUM Germany. Yeah, so TUM Germany is a very big university in Germany. I think it's the #1 university.
Yes, sir.
And he got it. So this is a little bit of motivation for you actually, that don't lose hope. See, I cannot tell what is the future. Okay, so please keep on applying, and you can get like thousands of rejections. It's okay. You need just one selection, one acceptance. So even if you have zero publications, you can still convince the professor that I got into a premier institute of my country. I guess the #1 institute of my country, and I still wish to apply under you because your profile fascinates me and your research interest. Because trust me, I guarantee you did not write that much good email as I have showed you. Maybe not that much. You just have said, do you have vacancy?
Yes, sure.
So if you are just asking that, do you have vacancy? It's a very like, it's not very like appealing. It's like, okay, you have, then tell me. If you don't have, don't tell me. Just write a very much like desperate email. In that you can influence or motivate him. And see, I cannot tell anything about what holds for you in the future, but if I say that example holds, then this example should also hold. That guy got a TUM university, and he was like, I am leaving right now. IITB gone. So that next day, his guide, his supervisor gave him some work. He was absent. And then the next week or the coming 4th week, he left IITB. And yeah, if you leave IITB, your stipend gets stalled, means stopped. It's fine. You don't have to repay anything. You don't have to get punished, and you can leave right today. So that's a motivation you got. And I was very happy that again a case came of IITB only going for abroad. So all the guys, and even there's one guy from IIT Ropar, Zishan, which I talked right now, he's also applying the same way. He said to me, Omar, that I need your help for IIT Ropar. I am there in PhD, but I don't really like working right now, so I need to go. There are many guys who get as a second backup IITs, and then they leave. And then they leave, really they leave.
Yes, many students are just waiting to get their paper published.
Exactly.
So they will
We have
apply.
examples with your peers, yeah, just to get this.
So in this, yeah. So in the CV, should I mention that I'm enrolled for the PhD program in this institute, or should I hide it?
Actually,
While sending mails to professor.
That's a very controversial because again, I should say don't write it. I said it. I may have said before that write it, but I will again say don't write it, because once you show your unfaithfulness, then you are already down in his eyes, means in the professor eyes, because he may say that, oh, then you may leave me also. So please don't write that. But at least write a very comprehensive, good email to show that no, you are so much, and you can tell the time where you started applying. For example, you say, I have been applying since 3 years. You can say like this, I've been applying since 2 years. That's a big time.
Sir, IELTS or
Okay, sir.
TOEFL,
Thank you.
which is
Thank you so much.
is your opinion?
What do you say?
Sir, IELTS or TOEFL, which is easy as your opinion?
First of all, I will ask you that how is your English, because this is your opinion that which how is your English. But secondly, these two exams are more or less comparable. That's why they are interchangeable. But I gave IELTS, so I will favor IELTS more. Maybe you may like TOEFL more, but I gave IELTS. And third thing I would like to say, IELTS is more popular in demand. But also TOEFL is more popular in demand in US. US guys more or less give TOEFL, but still they accept IELTS. So your wish. But both are English exams, and you have to improve your English. Means anybody, not you. Anybody has to improve his English.
Hello, sir. Is it like that when we are applying to the foreign professors, we have to clear any of the English exams like GRE, TOEFL, or?
No. It has nothing to do with your English exams. Even if you say I did not clear, he say why you are telling me. Even if you say I did not clear any English exam, you will say fine. Why you are telling me? Professor has nothing to do with the English exam. He has to do with only your science or whatever. If you are not from science, whatever field.
Okay, sir.
Thanks.
Sir, how much money should be in our pocket before going to foreign for the PhD, sir?
Okay, if you are fully funded, then you don't need any money. Zero. Totally zero. Oh, okay, sorry. Yeah, some money for visa because they are not funding you for the visa. So visa fees you have to pay. And second, some money for the health insurance because they are not funding you for health insurance. Health insurance, like when you get sick, then you get insured, like you get covered up that. So some money for visa and some money for health insurance. I don't know how much it is for every country. Okay, so but it's not very much. It's seriously not very much because you are getting funded. But once you are not funded, then it's like in lakhs, maybe 30-40 lakhs, because it's like 4 years, right? Or 3-4 years. So once you are not funded and still you are going with your parents' money, your forefathers' money, whatever money, I don't know, or your loan money. So you have 40-50 lakhs or more, even more. In the UK, if you are not funded and you are still going, it's 90 lakhs because 4 years.
Sir, to apply for the PhD, it is just a separate process, or to apply for the professors, they will provide the scholarship?
Professors do not provide anything, just they provide acceptance. They say, fine, your profile is good, let's okay, fine, we'll go for it. Professors say that's it. Scholarships and admission, everything is provided by institute. So once professor says fine, he gives you a green signal, then you have to fill the form. And then there is a jury judgment committee that's there, and they will give you an interview thing. An interview is done where you, along with somebody else, or maybe 4 or 5 people, are sitting in front of camera, and then you will ask questions, and then you will be shortlisted, finish. Then the institute will provide you scholarship, institute will provide you offer, everything institute will do. Professors only say that you are good to go with me, but professors say this with 4 or 5 because he also knows that you are keeping him as an option, so he will keep you as an option as well. So 4 or 5 students, he will say, okay, fine, you are good to go. Then you have a competition.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah, sure.
Sir, there is an organization that is DAD to provide scholarships to the German. Sir, do you have any idea about that organization? That means, sir, if it is mandatory to apply for the institute to get a scholarship in the admission process, so what is the need of those third-party organizations?
Yeah. They are. See, that's the point. Actually, I have said a generalized criteria that institute provide you, but there are some organizations who are external to the institutes. So since we are talking a general way, so I told you a general thing. But yeah, there are some, like DAD is there. So there you have to fill the form. There you have to go the same way. You have to fill the form, you have to fill the CV, you have to fill everything. And then they decide you. But then for that, you have to get an offer letter from the institute, because they should know that you are coming for a German university. So there is little difference. See, if there is an external organization like that, and there is also one Fulbright scholarship. Yeah, Fulbright scholarship is also there for the US, where these guys should know that at least you have an offer. And when these guys know, then you have to fill a form in their portal. That's Fulbright scholarship portal, that portal. You have to put a form stating that you already got an offer. Now you please shortlist me for the scholarship, and they will give you a money. So these guys are like what I told you before was a generic way that the institute provides, but a non-generic way is these organizations external to institutes. These are country organizations. So Fulbright is there for the US, and there are some more, okay, where you have to like multiple form doing. For example, I know for Ireland also there is one organization where you have to go there on a different website and you have to show your offer letter. So they will give you money. Money means scholarship.
Sir, as far as the scholarship is concerned, sir, is there any type of scholarship, means half scholarship, fully funded scholarship, like that? Is there any scholarship like that? Scholarship concept?
There are so many types, fully funded, partially funded, like only tuition fees scholarship. There are 3-4 scholarships, really. Seriously, there is one that is fully funded. Fully funded means they will pay you tuition fees. Sorry, they will pay your tuition fees. Okay, they will, and you will get a stipend, just like IITs. IITs are like fully funded. Then there is a second scholarship that's partially funded. Now, partially funded means they will only pay your tuition fees. You will get nothing. You will get no stipend. Just bring your own loan money, parents' money, whatever. So there is a second scholarship. So these two scholarships I know, but I don't know about others. Maybe there are many, but these two is, one is they pay the tuition fees, and one is they pay everything, including the stipend to you. Stipend.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
So after this meeting, sir, if somebody is interested to, if you find any difficulty, you want to contact you, can you please provide your email ID so that we can contact you?
Okay, I will write my email ID in the chat box. Okay. But you can contact me on LinkedIn. LinkedIn, I am like more active here. LinkedIn emails like I see, but I'm not very active because. And LinkedIn you can provide. Okay. Put my LinkedIn address in that.
Sir, I have sent you a request, sir. If you check.
Okay, I accepted. Yeah. Okay, any more question, guys? Because really it was a really good session. I got my PhD all concepts revised.
Hi, Omar. Yeah, it is almost 2 hours now. Yeah, this is Pritesh, Ansari's friend only.
Okay,
Thanks a lot for clearing all the doubts.
Perfect. I tried a lot, really. See, 3 years, I really have been seeing everything, but still there may be some doubts, or maybe my like dad versus like that. There may be some shortcomings of my thing, because since I'm not very perfect, but still I have seen everything in 3 years. So thank you.
It was really a great session. Sparing out so much of time, it is very nice of you. Thanks a lot for that. I think, yeah, all the guys can reach out to him on LinkedIn for further queries, and maybe we can wrap it up. Again, thanks a lot. And